I'm back with the Peasant to Emperor series, and last time I said we would not finish this video until Vlandia has fallen. I promise you, today is the day. I've had enough. The amount of times we have gone to war with Vlandia, the amount of times we have made peace when we're on the verge of destroying them, but not today. There will not be a peace. If even one of the Bannerlord lords suggests a peace against Vlandia and we do end up signing peace, I will start a brand new war with them. I will raid a village myself. Everyone might hate me, but Vlandia is dying. We are not gonna let them survive any longer. I said last time we were going to assemble the Rat Pack. It's a bunch of mercenaries that all belong to the Lake Rats. We're going to summon them now since they're about a day's journey away. And we are going to march on Vlandia. Caladog, my friend, you focus on the enemies in the east. After all, I am the Warden of the West, and we have to live up to our reputation. It is our duty to remove the enemies in the west, and that is what we shall do. I have called in some additional Bannerlord lords that were currently free and not inside an army. The more that we can get, the better. The quicker we'll take them down. And hang on a minute. A group of 60 looters hassling the locals? Well, we got a little bit distracted there with the looters, but we've dealt with them. The villagers are now free to roam the land once again, and we are going to continue marching. What are the odds of this? I've been stopping at the settlements on our way to Vlandia in order to sell some battle loot, and just as I'm about to arrive at this one, we receive word that rebels have taken over the city. Damn those rebels, man. They're already hassling some villagers. Actually, that's not a villager, that's a lord. We're going to send in the troops. We don't need to get involved. For a moment, I thought we were on the left, and I thought I lost 11 soldiers. But it turns out we just lost the one. Is there some kind of force in place that is preventing us from conquering Vlandia? We got distracted by some looters, we got distracted by the battle loot, and now we got distracted by rebels. It's almost as if Vlandia has some kind of guardian angel that keeps protecting them. We're going to ignore the rebels for now, we can always come back to them at a later date. We are just going to continue marching to Vlandia. No more distractions. Today is the day. We've arrived at the first settlement, and already we are facing 1,000 defenders. We have no choice but to starve them. Being able to starve half their army is the way forward in this battle. We shouldn't have to worry about the war ending too soon like what usually happens, considering we just recently started it, so it should drag on for a little while, which means we have time for a long siege. We don't have to rush into things. Hold on a minute, we can make peace with the Northern Empire. We can't perform that action while in a siege. Okay, we're going to have to let the others decide on whether we continue the war or not. We have made peace with the Northern Empire for now, it seems, so our only enemies right now are rebels, Vlandia and Sturgia. Oh man, how many distractions are we gonna get? I listed off all the things that distracted us before we even arrived at the settlement, and now we have just been declared war on by the Western Empire. Add them to the list, lads. We'll get around to you eventually. Currently you're about 3rd or 4th in the queue, so you're gonna have to wait for a moment, my friend, but we will eventually go to war with you. Who would have thought we'd be that busy that we actually have a war queue right now? At the top is Vlandia, 2nd is probably Sturgia, 3rd, I'm not too sure whether it should be the Western Empire or the rebels. Maybe the rebels because they're a little bit annoying, and then 4th, Western Empire. Anyone else want to join the list? Anyone else want to go to war with us? I probably shouldn't have said that out loud because it means someone is probably going to declare war. I'm just waiting for a war with the Aserai in the next like 2 seconds or something. Hang on a minute. No, I give up. I actually give up. What was the one thing we said at the very beginning? We are the Warden of the West, and we shall defeat our Western enemies. And what has Caladog done? Caladog has abandoned the eastern border and has shown up with an army of his own, and he's gonna try and take over my siege. Why have you done this? We had the perfect battle strategy in place. I had everything under control. We knew exactly what we were doing. We were going to starve out the enemy, lower their numbers, move in for the attack and eliminate them without having too many casualties so we can then take the next settlement. And now you have thrown a spanner in the works by showing up with an army of your own. We've built trebuchets, but I'm going to have to put them out quickly because knowing Caladog, he's going to take command of this siege, which is going to drive me insane. And he did exactly that. He walked in, he joined the battle, and he instantly started it. There was no starving the enemy. He just said, nope, we're attacking right now. I don't care, I'm not hanging around, we are going for it. Why? Why does he keep doing this to us? Just leave me alone. I know we're the best of friends, but damn, Caladog can drive me insane sometimes. We're now going to have to eliminate the enemy army when there's like 700 defenders. We could have halved that number if he just waited a little longer, and not only that, but we could have also destroyed all of their catapults. Instead, the enemy have a full set of artillery. They have all the walls covered in archers and crossbowmen, and now we're going to suffer heavy losses. We're a bit lucky right now though. There's a little hill here which gives me the perfect angle at one of the catapults, so we should be able to stop the enemy from using it. As long as we keep killing anyone who gets onto the catapult, we might actually be alright. Never mind, the enemy have angled the catapult so I can't really see them anymore. Damn the Vlandians, man. They're always one step ahead. And now we're suffering heavy casualties. If I don't have enough soldiers alive after this battle to take the next settlement, I'm sorry, but we may have to execute Caladog. Britannia needs a new king, a new ruler that will lead us to glory. And I don't think it's Caladog anymore. Sadly, he is too set in the old ways. We need to move forward. We have lost both siege towers, which means the ram is our only hope of getting inside. The enemy have funneled us exactly where they want us. We need the front gate down as quick as possible. Quickly, men, swing the damn ram! We're suffering too many casualties. And we're in. Okay, time for the second gate, although they're gonna have rocks above our head. I guess I'm on rock duty right now, although I can't really see. Oh no. Hang on a minute. There's Vlandians in here with us? Alright, quickly men. We've got to break down the gate as soon as possible. We're currently stuck here and the enemy are dropping rocks on our heads. And we're in. Quickly men. Forwards. Attack. The entire Vlandian force is probably waiting for us since this is now the only way we can get in. Which isn't ideal. It means we are literally funneled here. We're stuck. There is nowhere to go but forwards. We're gonna have to keep chopping our way through as many soldiers as we can, but we may be a while. If we can somehow push our way to the right side and get the men around the Vlandians, we might have an easier time. They're trying to push us back. Keep moving forwards, men. Push forwards. We're nearly through. I see an opening. We've got to go for it. And I think we're finally in. We've done it. We have breached through their ranks. Now we've got to make the gap wider. We've got to get more soldiers flowing through enemy lines. The more people we can get inside the castle, the better chance we stand. There are enemy crossbowmen lined up over there, currently firing at us. But I can't turn my focus to them just yet. There's too many Vlandian infantry. One guy is trying to take them all on. I wish him the best, and he has been taken down. Some of the crossbowmen are trying to make it to the walls, but we're not going to let them. And that should be the crossbows taken care of. How's the street battle going, lads? Have we breached through the Vlandian ranks yet? Are the Vlandians funneling us that bad that we can't, like, break through? There's gotta be another way around, surely. This can't be the only street in the entire village. We're gonna kill that bannerman. I don't know what he's doing there. Someone else has attempted to pick up the banner. The Vlandians are a proud people. Are they really going to pick her up one by one and then just die standing there? We have more reinforcements coming through the front gate. But I think we have finally won the battle. Once it's over, we're going to have to assess the damage because I don't think it's good for us. 200 soldiers dead. 200 wounded. And the news just keeps going from bad to worse. We only have 620 soldiers left in the army after that battle. And to make things worse, Vlandia launched a counterattack and stole one of our castles. And they're in the middle of stealing another castle. And to top it all off, rebels in the north have sided with Vlandia. It just keeps getting worse and worse. We're on the verge of eliminating them, and every time we get close, something like this just keeps popping up. We have a castle to take, we have a settlement to take, and another one in the north. Vlandia just keeps growing. How are we supposed to put a stop to them? We're going to have to march over here to the castle, I think. We can't afford to give up more territory. I could march on the settlement, but while we're besieging it, they're just going to keep conquering all of our castles. And we can't allow Vlandia to grow. Well, it looks like we made it just in time to save the castle. There are 7 enemy lords and they only have 100 soldiers left. The defenders have put up a pretty good fight, so we should be able to eliminate them fairly easy. I don't think we'll have to enter the battlefield to fight them. I suppose we can take a look. If we start suffering heavy casualties, then maybe I will. But it wasn't too bad. Caladog, my friend, I ask that you listen to us this once. We have gone through many wars together. We fought by each other's side, so please, just listen to my advice this one time. Please march on this castle here. There shouldn't be that many defenders there. You should be able to take it out with an army of 600. Do not assist me with this settlement. Whatever you do, do not come near it. Just leave it entirely to my army. Okay, my friend? Please just listen to me. I don't think he was listening though. I got a feeling he's going to ignore that order and show up anyway. If I hover over Caladog's name, it currently says he's thinking. I hope he doesn't think too hard and ignore my orders. Just take the castle, my friend. Please. I am begging you. Just take the enemy castle. Because if I take this settlement, you take the castle, I can then march north and we can take the final settlement. Oh my god, and now the Aserai have declared war on us. Everything I have worked towards is falling apart. I have tried my absolute hardest to make the Britannian kingdom great, and all of my progress is being undone by a single man. Caladog. If he didn't drag us into about 50 wars, the others wouldn't have started a war on us, but they're now trying to take advantage because we have so many enemies. We are outnumbered in this battle, but I have destroyed all of the enemy's siege defenses. We have a full set of siege equipment. We have 4 trebuchets that will be firing at them. We have towers and a ram to breach the walls, so we should be okay. The garrison, although it's a lot, are fairly weak. They're only tier 1s and 2s for the majority, so we should be able to take them down. We can't starve them. I can't afford to wait 7 days when our kingdom is on fire. We're just going to have to launch our attack now and hope for the best. May the gods be with you, soldiers. We're just going to have to try and take down as many crossbowmen as we can. We need to create an opening for the soldiers. I know majority of my soldiers are the highest tier they can be with the Fian champions, but I don't know what quality our allies are. And considering it's what looks like a forest... Oh, actually, I was going to say what looks like a forest bandit next to me. It's my wife. Whoops. I was about to insult one of the Lord's soldiers. My bad. Hopefully she didn't hear us. But we're just going to have to keep firing at the enemy. The trebuchets are not really doing an awful lot. They're great for destroying enemy siege equipment, but when you're actually in battle, I don't know how effective they really are, to be honest with you. I don't know if you're better off just swapping them out for something else. It'll take longer to build all of the siege equipment, but if it makes battles better to have catapults rather than trebuchets, it may be worth it. We don't have many arrows left, so hopefully the ram and the towers are nearby. I don't know how much longer I can keep this going. The enemy infantry are moving into position, and there's the tower. Okay, I see what we're working with. We're going to have some difficulty, I think, getting inside this settlement. Even with the 2 towers and the ram, we're still going to have trouble. We don't have that many infantry soldiers. And now we begin our climb. Are you ready, soldiers? Who's with me? 2 guys are with me. Great. Do not drop the... Oh, you had to, didn't you? You had to drop the ram. Oh, no. Okay, we almost fell to our death. It wasn't a wise decision, my friend, to drop the ram. We should have waited until more soldiers had climbed to the top of the tower. At least we'd have a group to try and breach with then. Instead, there are now like 5 of us against 500. The Vlandians are going to try and push us back down the tower, but we can't let them, lads. We've got to keep pushing forwards. I have made it inside, but I don't know how well it's going to go. If only I can get the soldiers inside now. There are a lot of enemies at the front gate, and I mean a lot of them. The enemy are falling back. I'm not too sure why. What is going on? Where did all these archers come from? And where are you going? And now the battle for the front gate has begun. The infantry has moved in. There may be one weapon we can use that could turn the tide of battle. And it is the rocks. For if the enemy have used them all, then it's useless to us. We're currently stuck in the doorway. We need to push a little bit further, men. I'm trying to get in, but there's no room. And they keep pushing me back out the door. And we have finally made it inside. And I think all of the rocks have been used up. I think we're going to have to tell all of the soldiers to charge. We're going to need the archers inside to win this battle as well, I think. We didn't even oh no! Okay, this is fine. I've only broken my legs. Who needs those anyway, eh? We lost at the front gate and we lost on the right side of the castle. We only managed to win on the left. The enemy are trying to gang up on me. Oh man. How are we supposed to win this battle? The Vlandians have the front gate. We were defeated. There's only so many I can kill before we lose this battle. Reinforcements are rallying, it seems. Or is it too late? We gotta just get the soldiers inside. We've suffered enough losses this battle. And I think we have finally done it. We have taken the settlement, men. It was a long and brutal battle, but we did it. I gave Caladog one order, and that was to retake the castle, and he failed. He did absolutely nothing in the end. I'm gonna have to disband the army right now. The rat party served us well, but they're a bit battered and bruised, so we're gonna have to disband and let them rebuild. And instead, we will recruit a brand new army of battle-hardened lords, men with armies ready to go. And what we're going to have to do is just for a moment, we'll rest up until we've healed a little bit. I've lost a lot of soldiers in this war already, but we are going to have to take this castle ourselves, and then we're going to have to march north and hopefully bring an end to Vlandia. Meanwhile, we have lost 2 castles to the Western Empire. We have lost 2 castles to Sturgia. We're about to lose another castle to the Aserai. The kingdom is falling apart. We just need something to go our way. We need a little bit of luck. That's all I'm asking for right now. But the men have recovered. We are still healing, but we have enough health to march. And I'm going to meet up with the others at the castle. We'll speed things up a little bit. We won't make them run this far. We'll meet them in the middle. But we just have to hope that while sieging this castle and making our way north, the Vlandians don't launch a counterattack. And we have arrived at the settlement with our army. We have 750 soldiers against their 400, and we're just going to launch the attack. We're not going to bother with any siege equipment because there's only so few of them. They can't build defenses that quick, and they've only managed to build a single catapult. So we're not going to hang around, we're just going for it. Forward, soldiers! The castle falls today! Vlandia must die! The men are already at the ladders. There's no hanging around this time. We're going to breach as quick as possible and bring an end to them once and for all. I'm not even going to do my usual shoot all the enemies off the wall. The sword is at the ready and we are climbing. Whether it be to our death or victory, we will find out shortly. I don't know what's going on. The Vlandians are in a full rotation right now. They've abandoned the ladder. They saw me climbing and they just decided to flee. They must have heard tales about us, about how we've like dismantled their entire kingdom. I'm not too sure why I felt the urge to pick up a rock then. It wasn't very effective, but I just couldn't resist it. The enemy are now trying to push us back, but it's a little bit too late. You should have held us at the ladders when you had the chance. I don't know why you're trying to push us back now. We're gonna have to order all of the soldiers to charge once again, I think. There's no point having the archers all just hang around outside. We need every abled man in this castle right now. The enemy are guarding the front gate. I'm not entirely sure why. It'll be a while before we ever breach through there, my friend. We don't have a ram. But hang on a minute. Have they left their rocks unguarded? Unguarded rocks while they guard the front gate? You're just asking for trouble, lads. And I pretty much missed. Ooh, a fire pot. Just as effective. Don't mind me. Coming through. Where should we drop it then? There we go. Nice. Maybe we can get another rock. This should quickly finish them off. There we go. I don't know why they're still trying to fight back. Surely the battle is over at this point. But we're just gonna clean up and this castle is ours. And we're done. It is over. We have received word from the Sturgeons that they are willing to end this war as long as we pay them, and to be honest with you, I think we have to accept. There's no point continuing the war with the Sturgeons right now. We have too many enemies. We've got to end some of these wars. We're losing too much territory. People are taking advantage of us, so we gotta keep moving forwards. And hang on a minute. 8% support for ending the war with Vlandia? Not today, my friends. Not today. But speaking of ending the war with Vlandia, I'm afraid, soldiers, you will get no rest. We have to keep moving forward. We are gonna march north as quick as we possibly can and take down the final Vlandian stronghold. One of our castles is under siege right now. I need to take a little look whether it's an Empire army or whether it's a Vlandian army. What are we dealing with here? It's an Empire army, in which case we can ignore it. We're gonna lose land to the Empire. I've accepted that right now. My full focus is on Vlandia. Once we have defeated the Vlandians, we will then turn our attention to damage control. We'll have to see what's come of our land, how much we've lost, what's going on, and launch some counterattacks. But until we've defeated Vlandia, that's gonna have to wait. I've called in 2 additional lords that actually belong to my clan, so they didn't cost us any influence, but one of them is rapidly losing men, so I don't know if they just got attacked. But I was hoping to get some reinforcements in order to ensure that we take the settlement. Well, this is going to be a bit of a brutal one. There are 900 defenders, a garrison of 600. We can wait the 8 days to starve them. Is that what we should do? I'm not entirely sure right now. But the Aserai have launched another attack on one of our settlements. Great. This is it. This is the moment we have finally been waiting for. We have starved the majority of the garrison. We have destroyed all of their defenses. We have artillery of our own. We have the ram. We have the towers. Everything is in place to finally destroy this kingdom. We have to win this battle, men. For too long, Vlandia has been a thorn in my side. The constant back and forth with the war and the peace and the war and the peace. Vowing as Warden of the West that we would destroy our enemies. And finally, I have lived up to my promise. We are gonna destroy our first kingdom. We're going to eliminate as many as possible since we have to wait for the tower and the ram to arrive, and we don't have to worry about enemy catapults. We're doing a pretty good job right now, and the enemy are falling fairly quickly. And I just got shot. Alright. They're purring up a little bit of a fight, it seems. They're also shooting at us through the little peepholes. I will fire back, lads. I'm not afraid to shoot through the little peephole. If that's how you want to fight, so be it. The tower is almost in position. The enemy infantry should be showing up shortly. I'm surprised we haven't seen them yet, to be honest with you. I thought they'd be in position by now. Is that the infantry? No. Is that the infantry? Just one guy with a shield? Okay, there they are. That's more like it. I was wondering when they were going to show up. I was starting to get a little bit worried. I thought they wouldn't put up a fight for the final battle. It'd be a bit of a shame if we turned up to the final settlement and they just handed it to us. As much as I hate Vlandia, I do respect their fighting spirit. I think they've been just as stubborn as I have in ensuring each other's death. But this is it. The last time I will ever have to scale a ladder and face a Vlandian army. Unless somehow they win this battle. Then that would be kind of awkward. We've given this big speech about ending their kingdom just for them to win. They have crossbows down there firing at me. I don't know why the crossbows aren't up on the walls defending their land. But hey, we'll leave them be. There are enemies showing up behind me. I don't know where they came from. The wall was fairly empty last time I was here. We've made it inside, but all of the rocks are gone again, which is a bit of a shame. For I'm now going to help the other soldiers on this side of the wall try to breach the enemy ranks. They seem to be having some difficulties right now. But now that we've assisted them, we're going to have to head to the front gate, I think. We should probably order all of the soldiers to charge as well. Get the archers in on the action. Burn the settlement to the ground, men. Burn it to the ground. It is over. The kingdom of Vlandia is no more. What remains of them is on the battlefield right now. We did it, men. We did it. Vlandians has been destroyed. All of the individual clans will declare war on us as a result of it, but because they're individual clans, they won't work together in fighting us, and we can also make peace with them or capture them one by one. But we don't have to worry about them fighting us as a whole army. But we can now disband the army. You are all free to go. And there you have it. I have officially fulfilled my duty as Warden of the West. We set out with a single goal of securing the western side of our kingdom. In order to do that, we had to defeat the Vlandians. They were the only thing stopping us from conquering the entire region. And now, after years of hard work, marching back and forth, countless lives lost in the name of the kingdom, we have defeated the enemies. We have secured the western side. If we take a quick look at our region right now, so with Sturgia, they retook the 2 castles that we originally took from them. So the end result of the Sturgian War was just us paying them tribute. We didn't lose any lands that we originally had. We only lost what we had conquered. So it's not too bad overall. It is a bit of a shame that we are paying them. In terms of the Northern Empire, I'm not too sure how that war came to an end, to be honest with you. Okay, so they're paying us. That's fine. Western Empire right now have launched a counterattack and have taken 2 castles and a settlement from us, and I believe they are the ones sieging this castle. So we may end up forfeiting 3 castles and a settlement to them. In terms of the Asserite, all of the progress we made in the previous war against them has been undone. They have retaken their 2 castles and the settlement, which has kind of crippled me a little bit because it's impacted my gold income since this was my land, and now we're losing more gold a day. But that is the current situation of our kingdom right now. We're going to have to head back into Britannian territory. We're going to have to recruit some more soldiers in the army. If I take a quick look at our clan, we've actually made it to tier 5 with the amount of battles we've been doing. And now, in order to get that final achievement for reaching tier 6, we need 6,000 renown. I'm not even going to keep track of it, to be honest with you. It's so much renown that we're just going to have to chip away at it casually while we're conquering everyone. But damn, we have a long way to go. But since we've hit tier 5, it does mean if we go to the party, we can have nearly 300 soldiers in our army now. We're at a size where we probably don't even need help from other lords. As a 300-man army with mostly Fian champions and Oathsworn soldiers, we should be able to take down majority of our enemies. We may even be able to solo some armies. So I guess that's pretty much it. That is a rundown of everything, and we're going to have to recruit some soldiers and fight back. The war is not over yet. But I'm afraid that's all we're going to have time for now. But next time, the enemies are going to fear the wrath of the Britannians. We are going to hit them with everything we have. We are going to show them what happens if you even dare step on our land. We will punish those who have risen up against us, and we will destroy the Empire, destroy the Asserai, and destroy the rebels. We will not allow a single kingdom to stand in the way of our dream of a united Calradia. But as always, a big thank you to the channel members for your continued support, and if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and until next time, see ya.